so I'm setting up. Alright, let's broadcast. Yeah. Honey. Oh, it's the browser being broken. Today we're gonna do some Rust. And it'll be fun. Remember, Linus loves you. What the hell? So yeah, let's also add a notification here. Okay, cool. So I'll explain the situation quickly. I have a couple of, well, 2 interviews coming up about Rust. So what I want to do is just try to make my old project build. It seems a bit strange, but it allows me to practice the new features that are breaking. It also allows us to experiment with Nix plus Rust for a bit, because I think that's a really good way to go. Considering that Rust up thing is not really what do you call it, stable. I wanna track my cargo fashion with Rust. So let's actually open up the screen. I'll show. Oh, by the way, we also added a chatbot since the last stream, which is now currently running on my laptop. But you can like use it for commands or whatever. So I added a Rust command, and it will say Rust is equal to Haskell. Of course, like it is. Yeah, the weird time for starting to stream is because I don't have any time to stream at night, but I was looking at Twitch and all channels are a bit boring. Oh, I saw an interesting one, by the way. They were doing this language called Mercury, which is a logic-based language. Mercury or something. Language? Something new. And they were making GL bindings to Mercury. So you have this logic language, and then having GL bindings to it. It was interesting. I didn't understand much of it, but I don't encounter that often something that is completely new. This is like Prolog plus Haskell without monads, apparently. Damn, I got Collins to attend. Just keep a... You can do both. So I'm just setting on Discord now. But yeah. Let's see. Right, we're gonna make this build. It'll be... No, not roster. We're gonna go to 5OL. And this project is, by the way, open source. So if you're interested in it at all, then yeah, you can open it. It's like... So, the way this works, it's basically using a GUI framework to transform it into a game engine. And the idea being that, like, I want to click most things, and this does it for me. Yeah. Let's see. So we're just gonna figure out all these compilers, and I think I'm gonna make this the big one. This is the main issue. I think I fixed most module issues last time. I just figured out how the module system works. Which I got stuck on stream last time. It was kind of embarrassing, but I got rated as that too by like a big streamer. And yeah. But now I know how things work, I think. They also changed the API for a bit, so you can see that here. Where did I saw it? Like, the functions got changed. Alright. But there was like some warnings about having too many arguments to a function or whatever, and we need to figure out how this new API works. Because I want to upgrade everything. And then we're gonna pin it, and then we're gonna not change it anymore at all. With the shell with Nix. So that's the point of having a Nix shell. It just pins the version you're using to your project and keeping that tracked in with your sources. So this is the last time I have to do this, hopefully. And then we're just gonna make a game with whatever version Rust is. We should also make a file watch, by the way. I have that? And copy it over. I guess we just want to enter Nix shell and then do that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It'll be less annoying to use. Maybe Cargo has a file watch though. Let's ask. No, I have to ask it inside the shell. There's no menu entry. How do you use these things? Let's also watch my own stream so I get a bit of self-promotion. I like to cheat. For at least one viewer. Or at least one viewer. Yeah, okay, cool. But then don't show the view count because I'll keep on watching to that number forever. It won't help content. That's just one. Okay, cool. That's fine. Probably myself. But no, don't show that. Don't show that. Don't show that. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like insistent on it. I can hide it in a dashboard. Good. Okay, cool. Cool. That's so hungry. This is CPU uses, by the way. I increased the font size of everything apparently. Doesn't do the terminal. Unnamed, yes. So this is what happens if you have 20 years of development. You start to add crappy features like profile management of your terminal preferences. Even though it's kind of handy for me now because I can make one for streaming and one for normal. I'm not gonna switch between them anyway, so. Like, I want to have that be managed by the entire system, not by every application independently. Maybe it's in general. But who knows? Global, named, whatever, whatever. We'll just zoom in. I lost my tab. Wasn't really. Let's move to 4 then. Like 4 is usually my development environment. Now everything is fucked. There we go. Scripts. We're gonna copy over that script for having automated build facilities. Let's do that. I think some better development environment. It just makes it less frustrating to use. So let's see. This is the builder. We don't want it. We want to have watch. We're gonna modify a watch to be proper. Yeah. Yeah. I bet I already have a build command in here in make. You just have to watch sources, I think. Don't question this logic. All fine. Alright, then also default of mix. How are you using that even? We just have a shell. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to do this anymore. We can just do make build, I think. I'll probably have that in a make file. Maybe. I didn't use make. Look how old it is. I didn't know about make back then. Kind of amazing. How did I live without make? And the thing I do with make is just provide a common API for building everything. Say anything? No. Okay. Oh. Oh. So yeah, so far Sour is unfortunately not coming to the stream because he has to attend college. Let's see. I did a copy over the entire thing. I want to have an empty one anyway. Just do cargo build. So original. And now we'll do watch as well, which will be that script. Now we'll enter Nick shell for that. Good. If it doesn't know about that now, notify wait. We'll just add it then to the shell. Native build inputs. I think I'm not sure how it's called, but the Rust project has it. It's copy-paste programming, by the way. No. I notify tools. We'll just add this then, and then we have it. My idea originally was to have we don't need to do this. Like to have pure shells. I can modify stuff with that, but it's not necessary. This is not necessary either. Because the packages themselves will have this as a tool. Let's comment it out. I know for a fact Vim is not necessary. But yeah, that's a double project. No, today we're gonna make this build. We're gonna make this build. We're gonna make this watch build. Touch backend? I don't want to touch backend. What's wrong with you? I just touch a file inside source. Oh, it's not. There's no weird. Yeah, it's just in a root. That's so nice, actually. Because you know, in other languages like Haskell, you need to have your. So this thing will just make it build initially. The first, like it kicks off the first build. Like you will. This will run on a separate thread. It will run in the background basically. And then the unnotified rate will kick in. So you get that initial build. Actually, we need to do clean as well. Do you have cargo clean? Oh. Nani? I'm being called. I need to make a phone call. Quick break. Call it a coffee break, whatever. Break overlay. No, not prep, but coffee break. Weird. Okay. But that was nothing, apparently. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Let's just continue. What was I doing? Right, we're touching this to set up the initial build. Need to clean as well. Does it have clean? Yeah. I suppose I'll just add a clean command. Again, Haskell, it's really easy. You just delete the entire build directory and that's your clean. But they use tools. Okay. Seems kind of silly, but it's the difference between typing make in your scripts and typing whatever build tool you're using, and they may not be the same. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. So this will make the initial build always from the beginning. So we don't have that annoying issue where, oh look at that, I have to download everything again? Really? Oh, compiling. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. So if you start out the project, you should, whoa, it doesn't do dependency management like we do in Haskell. I didn't mean all the dependencies, I just mean my own code. Maybe we have a more crappy clean. Like, this is why I make these spells. Let's see. Let's look at the help for that. We'll do less aggressive clean. Help. Remove the target directory. Right. So can I just the dependencies and test. I want to have a crappy, like, only my own stuff. Let's just not do this then. And again, like the initial build, I'm fine with that be taking a while. So just do this off stream then normally. You know, the other thing is like, oh hi Nectar. No, I didn't hook up the song thing with. I don't know how to do that. There are no docs for that. Like, this project is horribly documented. If you know how to hook up the song with the player, then I will do that. But the song is Deltarune, by the way. Yeah, maybe we should also set up a build farm so we can build on the other laptop, because this is gonna take a while. No, I don't know, sorry. Yeah. Like, if you look at the project, there is some documentation, but it's not that much. I didn't know how to set up that help page first. Like, I just looked at the source code, basically. But this is Tsoding Hypernode, right? Maybe we can totally set up a build farm. But only for the clean? Nah, it's not worth it. Let's just delete this for now. We'll add it to do. This doesn't work, by the way. I made a pull request for that. This does sort of work. But that GitHub stuff, like, you need to actually also make a gist. And then configuration is just based on looking at the source code. Because you need to find out the commands for that. And you can't because you don't have the gist, so. Yeah, source code it is. Actually, we can look at the source code now, right now. That's a good idea. Maybe we can find out the song command. Hypernode? Yeah, there it is. We'll just do like song. There you go. And this is how you find out commands, by looking for a string. And then we get like current song command, which is a function, which will produce a reaction, which is an effect. There you go. No, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's using the dubtrack thing. And it's hard coding to Tsoding, apparently. Apparently he gave up on making it flexible. But a couple of other things are too. So actually it is working, but it's only using Tsoding's thing. You also have that Lewis thing is alright. No, I added that. Honey. What the fuck is this? This is branding inside it. There you go. But then again, like, I can modify this for myself. I'll probably just make it configurable and make another pull request for that. Not that hard. You need to... Right, I see the problem then. You need to add arguments to this. It'll be kind of annoying to use then. Right. I don't get why you didn't use a parse applicative. But yeah. If you want to write everything yourself, then you get that, right? You finished. You finished. You can do a rest now. Only have a file watch. We accomplished the thing today. So this is my to-do list for today. Just fix all these bugs. There you go. How does Dubtrack work actually? And I can easily edit, make it be my own. What does it do? Oh, this is actually just doing that. Only one thing. Okay, cool. And does it integrate with other players? Or what? How does it work? Or this is... Fuck. I don't understand this. What's DAO? Nani? Oh, I need to clean the cache. Neversoft import. Model root. Right, we deleted the root thing. There you go. And now we save. We got a new one. Can you just stop on the first compile error? Maybe there's a command for that. Maybe. Cargo help. Maybe there's like clean help. Oh, there you go. I don't know how to clean just the documentation directory. I don't know how to clean release artifacts. Package to clean artifacts for. I just want to do my own. Okay, I see how this works now. Why don't they just make a manual? Why don't they? We can also have a specialized build that stops on the first error. So you don't really care about the rest, right? I think. No, like I had to. So what I want to do is in the file watch, I want to clean first and then rebuild everything every time I re-enter. But at the moment it cleans all the dependency as well. That's a bit like useless. Well, maybe I should just manage the dependencies entirely with Nix, but it will be a pain in the ass to set up. But it's just to make this script a bit more like the other one I'm using. Just clean first and then rebuild everything, but not the dependencies. So that's why I was curious about that. But rebuild even without clean. Oh, it does. It like it's like good. You can rely on cargo build. Like I don't trust build tools. Maybe they fixed that. Maybe they do it reliably. I think so, okay. Well, there you have it. Okay, so we'll just add it as a note then. I'm not gonna make this with Tmax, man. Need to rebuild. cargo is reliable. There you go, man. You get a credit. Or like I quote you on it. But I do what did I want to do? I want to just crash on the first error, like no more logs. No, let's not do that. Apparently I don't know how to, so that's unfortunate. But whatever. You just deal with it. Maybe they just weren't built for file watchers. Should fix this though. Oh, look at that. It's still broken. Resolve import model. Oh, how did it do it on the other places then? Use crate model, of course. This is the absolute part inside your crate. Yeah, that's what I didn't get last time. I just want to have absolute pads everywhere, probably. That's fine. Use of and declare. Did I make my own macros? Really? No, I remember. We needed to generate those. The Conrad has this widget ID things, which is to so every widget should have its unique identifier, and I think it's statically be generated at the moment. Or you can also make them dynamically like this. But they may actually have changed this API recently. This was kind of a pain in the ass to deal with. Yeah, I made it dynamically. I remember being annoyed by this, or like at least kind of confused. Let's actually look it up for Conrad. I think this thing is still, hopefully it's still being developed. Like all these libraries I'm using, they may be dead by now. This is if you have old S code in Rust. And that's possible, yeah. My code is old. Old as fuck. Honey. Probably doesn't care about Nix. I don't know what the purpose of this is. What is actually the problem I'm solving? I had way too many problems with Nix packages. So what is this doing? This is pinning the versions to the revision being used. So Discord Haskell is now exactly this version. And it's generating a dependency list. And same for Lewis, exactly this Git reversion. And the entire Nix package world. So this is all the stuff that's already inside package. It's also pinned. Okay. Problems with dependency resolution. For example, got pulled into the newest version on the package, which was Can I link to this? Example is yeah, so this is to make the chatbot work. And this pins all of the packages to our version. Using trace takes. Package dependencies. Hi. Ah. Okay, that's it. Cool. Widget IDs. What's about that? Of course, there's no documentation at all. That's just normal way of doing things. Maybe, oh, they have documentation. Wow! Available widgets. There's docs. Are you shitting me? There are docs? Wow. Button ID, there you have it. Build a pattern. This is like out variables. It's like you describe all this shit, and then eventually you attach it to the UI with this thing. It's so weird. I mean, I would like attach these. Well, no, they made it extensible like this or something. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they keep the UI stupid and make it extensible by writing into the UI directly. It's like OLS library. I want to say, I don't know, I forgot. It's like this Windows thing that also you had to be stateful drawing and whatever. Kind of like that. Word examples. Oh, there you go. That's how I based my entire code. I just looked at so much of the examples. Word examples. Oh, it's inside the core, right? Back then there was no documentation at all and you just had to look at examples. They're actually active. Cool. Another star. Backends, assets. Are they building a route? No. It's a route of the project, probably. Does it work like that? Yeah, apparently. You don't need IDs anymore? You do need IDs. Told you. So how do I import IDs? Macro use. Onrod core. Allow that code. I like this about the rest. It like gets rid of all of that code anyway. I'm always kind of annoyed by Haskell that you do it per module. There's no global check for that code. There are probably tools for that, but begin. There you go. Can't find macro widget IDs. No, it exists. It exists. But this is different. No, this is begin RS in our state machine. Extend, create, Conrad, or that's not a use statement, is it? Oh, they're prepending everything. No? What the fuck is widget IDs? Into scope. Could I use it? Undeclared type or module IDs. I think this is like an extensible thing. You can declare more of these across your project and then they get combined somehow. That's what a macro does, it counts, like it makes an extensible, you know, support. And you can even extend it dynamically with the generator thing. Which is what I need, because I need to create new GUI elements, which are my things inside the game. It's not very handy. Then again, like the tracking of things is handled by me, by this IDE structure, which can be useful. At some point you want to do that anyway in your game. Just having a counter is fine, I guess. You can also use UIDs, but they take up more space. Take more longer to generate. It's just +1. Although you can, I suppose you can overflow. Oh. Generate a unique widget ID for each widget. Can't find macro widget IDs in this code. Why then? Why not? It's right there. It's in Colruyt's core. Even the examples say so. It's there you have it. Where's the macro? There you go. Macro export. This is what we want. Just use it. I was looking for the module definition, but it doesn't have it because you need to do that. Core. What do you need to do? It's a good question. So maybe like a module or something. Mod.rs. How was it before? Use Conrad. That's great, man. Just use Conrad. Okay, it's fine. Still can't find it? Or are you rebuilding? Okay, I'll trust you, man. Trust Nikito 97. See, can I get it anyway? Thanks. Let's go here quickly. How would I import it then? Oh, you actually need to extern create Conrad macro. I'm not sure why the macro is not being imported. Do you need to be explicit about it now? Something. And now the stocks are up to date. Yeah, that may be a problem as well. Let's see, maybe they changed it how to import macros. Maybe they thought like, okay, it's too macro changes. There you go. Okay, you would have written. Oh. Okay, we no longer do extern create blah. We'll do use. Use widget IDs. There's even like a little backstory involved here. Like that. No, it's just bars. Okay. That's weird. They don't get an exclamation mark in here, but you do get it in here. Probably too soon though. Try again, man. Look at that! It said like you should describe this toading instead of me. Come on, bot. It's making branding for toading. And it's lying because you wouldn't even get Frost in this channel. Let's see. Oh, we fixed it. Okay, we fixed it. We just need to be explicit about the import apparently. So macros don't get imported automatically by use conrod. Oh no, we needed to prepend it with a conrod probably. That's the problem. We need to do this. You're not allowed to. I saw something weird. There you have it. Okay, now I'm just confused about the entire situation. Apparently you can't namespace macros. Fuck. Could be actually that the entire conrod thing is still in Rust 2015 instead of 2018 and I'll be in a world of pain. Though... I mean, would they have like... Maybe they use like the intermediate language to not make that a problem? But, Use of undeclared typo module widget. It's because I deleted that entire line, isn't it? Let's copy this and then undo. There we go. Let's just use that one. Right, this is not importing everything, this is just importing conrod. Do you have auto format? No. You need to Rust format. You can install it with cargo. What? No. Please add it to configuration. There you go. Why so slow? Why so slow? should give me Rust format though inside here. Which would be nice. Ah, back in the day it didn't even exist. Conquest. The story is amazing, by the way. Oh, I forgot to set up the font size. Let's do that now. Oh, the checklist is too long. There we go. Much better. Right, so now we can format. What? Rust format failed at 38. Left behind trailing white space. Sorry. What does it mean? You failed? Maybe because of the new strings you didn't understand this. I have new strings. Sorry. Sorry, yes, that's sorry too. Maybe I need to make a compile first and then we'll do Rust format. But comments. It doesn't like comments. But like, why would you quit? Like, you could just skip one line, right? Oh, maybe it's because my code is too new. Just use packages unstable. That could be better. Still probably should make a compile first. Okay, let's go to Conquest. And let's appreciate the beautiful backstory. Let's go. Within position. Did they change this again? I think this is API change from Congo. Like inline uses as well. Use of undeclared type module button position. Module, okay. Right. Keyboard key. How do you even get this? First. Yeah, it's lost in time. I'm not even sure from which library that is. Did I define it myself? No. But it's left. Well, mouse buttons. Input mouse. You probably can just figure it out by looking up this function. Apparently mouse. We saw a mouse here. Piston window. So you have like this library or GUIs, which is Conrod, and that's built on top of this thing called Piston, which is like a framework for making GUIs. So you have the concrete library, which is Conrod, and that hooks into Piston stuff. You end up needing both. Like you need to have types of these. I'm just looking up for like the mouse thing, probably here somewhere. Yeah, it's mouse button, probably. Is this still being developed? It means I chose well, if it's still being developed. It's 17 days, that's okay. 5 years ago, okay, that's not that good. That's a license, nobody cares about it. Is this active? I wouldn't imagine this changing a lot over time though. Yeah. It's just like being, well, basically maintained. But it's fine. In fact, why is the mouse not there if it's not being actively maintained that much? Like, actively being reinvigorated. Actually, when I started using it, it was pretty stable already. That's what I mean. 3 years ago. Oh, it's 2016. Not that stable. In fact, the major refactor may have occurred here. Yeah, that's probably it. What are we looking for? Click. Modules. Piston window, mouse button. I was looking for click specific, right? Input mouse. Let's look for mouse then. I'm not even sure if this is being managed by Piston or what. Yeah, there it is. Backend diagnostic mouse button. Mouse cursor event. Click. And some mouse cursor argument. Mouse closure, if this is a mouse cursor event. So what's a mouse cursor event? Oh, this is the cursor event. relative movement of the mouse cursor. Mouse button, that's the thing we're looking for. Mouse button, that's the thing you couldn't find, right? No. No. We have buttons. We do mouse dot buttons. So wait, we do which returns a reference. So this is ampersand, right? Ref. I think. Right. This is just a syntactic sugar for fmap. In Haskell at least, like you only do this code if you have it. Okay. Button position. So maybe we need to do a mouse button and then left or right. Fuck. How's this even legit, man? It's not even checking for the functions if they exist. It's just doing something. For type resolution. And then we're gonna check if the functions exist. We can't even get into that state if we haven't figured out these symbols. Buttons. Because I don't think the buttons seem to exist. Most of buttons. Structure. You would expect these functions to be here, right? Module mouse. There are no functions at all. Backend agnostic mouse button. Mouse. There's no function. Maybe that's what Conrod adds. Could they do that? Yeah, maybe. I can define some trait and then make an instance for it. Does it have orphan instances? Does anyone know? Yeah, there you have it. Button state. So the window thing, it just declares the data. That's so weird. And then Conrod basically adds a bunch of functionality to the data. Okay, I see. That's a bit weird. Would we do that at school as well? Sometimes. For example, maybe is shareable, reusable across various things. Either as well. For a GUI library? No, I don't know. I don't know. And again, you know. What do I know about GUIs? I mostly do web dev, apparently. I mostly do web dev. These are fields, right? So these are not even button state. That's probably what we're accessing here. Mouse.buttons, which have a button state. Right, so you attach functions by making a trait of the same name. Oh. I really like that about Rust. They make this implement thing. Like you can re-implement, right, for different stuff. Could you? Let's look at the source code. I'm kind of curious now. And I do this mostly to explore Rust anyway, so. You have a structure. Structure mouse. And you attach functions later. Okay, that's not what I thought it would be. But it's actually kind of object oriented if you look at it like this. I thought it would declare like an interface and then implement it, but no, implement button state. There you go. Box button state. We can just ask of the button state how you pressed. So you can do this left and then say, do is pressed, and right is left. That's more easy. All this is weird, like it nested so deep for no reason. We can probably then delete this. Oh, let's not delete it instantly. Input mouse. My god, this entire library changed then. How active was Conrad once I was away? Well, if we assume that this piston window thing is more of a like abstraction over data, and then Conrad is the extension, like the actual implementation of said data. It's good that like at least the window is stable, but I fear the worst for Conrad. It seemed like very alpha when I was using it, and I knew that, but I still didn't want to implement everything myself. I just want to get something out, you know, like develop features, make interesting stuff. I don't really care about making frameworks too much. Yeah, there you have it. Yeah, it's actually being active. Like, so I developed my thing in 2016 mostly, and they have just been working on it like 2 years. I think I had it built in 2017 as well, so we would be talking about this part. I don't know what these are. Maybe these are like refactors or updating Rust itself. The 2018 edition. I don't know. But it seems active. You know, Rust is taken off, so I would expect this to grow in maintenance. Did I start this? Good. I want to support these because I build stuff on it. Are you as well? Okay, so we figured it out. Widget input. Maybe we should look at them as well. Do you still exist, widget input? Like, the compiler would tell me about these issues I'm having if it would, you know, get its act together. I expect this to not exist. It exists. Cool. Okay, yeah, so like, this is... okay, fuck. Widget mood, no, widget input. Input. Fuck. Let's go to Conrad and look for input. UI cell input. Okay. And you get the user input out. And then we do maybe mouse. Currently available for capturing. And this is this thing. input and sell. How much does this change? Fuck. So, yeah, UI cell. I'm pretty sure this is the UI cell thing. Yeah, UI cell. And of that, it used to be the case that you could do widget input based on the ID of a widget. Maybe it's lower. Oh, it's a trait, right? Set widgets. Widget graph. This is quite unfortunate. Because that's also all gonna fail now. Right, so this is widget mute. This is how you get a widget back mutably. You just need to read though, so we can get it not. What the fuck is graph? Maybe we can get out of the UI cell a graph, and then we get the widget. That makes sense to me. So this thing, it makes sure that you don't the variance in audio is kind of annoying of the music. Okay, cool. So UI cell, maybe you can get a graph out of this. That actually makes sense. Oh, there you have it, widget graph. You can only get it as a borrow. That's fine, actually. We don't need it. I would expect it to be not borrow. Maybe you need to push. Ah. Okay, actually, we can get it then. Nice. Am I on that version? Do I know what version I am? Let's look at the log. Oh, it's the log file. Oh. It's doing it a lot better than a lot of other tools. Making Sean, whatever. I want to have the latest, so maybe I'll delete this then. Why the fuck do we have Wayland? Oh, I know, maybe they build everything against the Wayland and then use like X window. I think you can mount Wayland inside X. was thinking of the stream I was watching this morning, and they were like talking about, you know, new technologies coming around, such as Wayland and SystemD. And they didn't like it, but I was thinking, maybe they just don't like change. Nobody likes change. Why would you? Let's look for Conrad with grab. 0.6. That's a problem. Why do I have these old docs? Go to latest version. Thank you. Okay, UI cell. It was probably Google. Still, we want to have the graph out of this thing. Graph. Methods for DRF target UI. Okay. What the fuck is this? Yes. Okay. Oh, I see. You get the UI out. It's a mutable thing. Why do you have mutable then? Oh, there it is. How does this shit draw? Oh, let's get this out. We only need to read, I think. So that's fine. Little widget graph. UI. Widget graph. Gets a graph out. And from this we can look up a widget. So they nested it one deeper. It used to be the case that you could directly query the UI cell for widgets. Now it's a graph. Okay. Okay. We can get a widget out by an index. Widget. Which is an option maybe. Can I like UID? Still not an input though. We need to go even deeper. This is a container, an optional container. So I just wanna. Container. I want to ask you about input though. If there's a widget for this given index, return a reference to it. Wait. We want to know about input. Did you click the button? global input. No, I want to have the input for one widget. Let's see. But changed then in the recent version, even more than this. I was looking for user input. Have like a widget call. Oh, not widget. Enter the automatic clicks within a sequence of widget clicks. Used to be the case I could request these clicks from a widget and know if it's being clicked or not. And I built a lot of stuff around that idea. But like the graph is returning a container instead of a widget. Oh, there it is. Widget input. It still exists. What the hell? What am I talking about? And it returns a widget. What the fuck? Okay. I'm just talking out my ass, bro. It still does mouse. That's good. Okay, I must have fixed this last time then. And mouse. What can you do, mouse? Mouse does not have buttons, unfortunately. Oh, maybe I also have yield. Yeah, you have. Okay, nice. Map. Button map. What the fuck is a button map? Okay, that's probably it then. And button position. It's a button position, of course. So we get out left, which is a mutable reference to button position. We'll ask it if it's down. Is can you just ask it this down? Variant. Okay, that's nicer. That's just annoying pattern matching. Slightly better. What's a function? Where the fuck is the function? Okay, whatever. Whatever, man. We fixed the broken. We're getting there, we're getting there. I wonder if this... like, yeah... We know how to fix this. We know how to fix it. Kind of weird, you didn't use to... Like, you didn't have to import them apparently, they just... went everywhere. But now you have. Oh, nu. Couldn't I just paste it in? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's formatted? Already formatted. It's formatting. Okay, cool. I format on save? Really? That actually should produce a fuck ton of changes. That's fine. The sun is shining brightly in my eyes. Fix this right. Maybe I scroll too high. Dan maak je net het autofocusje helpen. Not compulsory. Generator, not found in the scope. Where is this? Conquest. Don't know about generator. I think this is also a conquest thing. This is for the IDs. Does it exist? Maybe now it does only the root, like top level ones, and doesn't go deeper. Where's one doesn't wanna give me that. I think I should timestamp it. Watch this time. I don't know the timestamp. You need to insult me. What's just that? Oh, it's not. Let's fix it. Now at least know which build is being made. There. that in the other version as well. But it's not a big issue because this thing compiles way faster, so... Those fast compile times are horrible. Ambiguous name position. Honey. You know what I think? I think I've defined my own position as well. Yeah. And now Conrad also adapted position for some reason. What is the old one? At least. Yeah. If it's the same, if you just delete my position, use this. But probably it's not. No, it's not. Something else. That's fucking annoying. But we'll fix it by just deleting the import everything statement. It's the only way of doing it, I know. And we'll just explicitly import. Because I'm not mean it didn't exist before, so I definitely don't mean that to use that. We'll just see what doesn't exist, and we'll just import it from Conrad. It'll be a nice parallel-driven development thing. Oh my god. Should have updated now. Okay, doesn't know about widget ID, doesn't know about widget, doesn't know about color, and doesn't know about widget. Apparently I already kind of namespaced everything. So we want to have widget, we want to have widget IDs, we want to have color. It's already in the manifest, right? What did it just say? Cargo features addition to the manifest. Wait, can you please do it again? I want to copy it. What the fuck, man? No, it's not package HTML, it's cargo. Wants me to cargo features. Is equal to addition. You know, I should also watch that. I think about it. Are you happy now? I did it! I did it! The manifest. Consider adding feature addition is required. Consider adding cargo features addition to the manifest. What is the manifest? So annoying. This is due to the manifest struct not holding up cargo features, so temp project does not. Worked around it by commenting out addition. Whatever. It builds, so I don't care. Oh, it doesn't build, but yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Why is it saying that? Oh, annoying. Okay. The trait objects without an explicit dyne are deprecated. What the fuck does it mean? I just want to know why the warning is there. It's just weird to add more language. Shit. Trait objects. Why? But why did you add it? I get it's a warning and I don't really care about disabling it. I just want to know why it's there. Exactly. The syntax for specifying a type of trait object which for clarity reasons. Since Rust 1 there had trait object had a double life. Once trait object been declared, it can be used as a trait for some time. This still only cause some confusion. Since the trait type is insized, dynamically sized type, it can expose people to very complex error messages. Right, so apparently I'm using this thing, which is a trait object. Oh, it's for the state machine. It's even inside the box, so it's pretty obvious it's dynamically allocated, right? I know for a fact it's a trait. Right, I see. So we use this for the state machine stuff. Okay. But because this is a trait and not a struct, we don't know how big it will be at compile time. So we'll need to explicitly say. Well, it's also pretty obvious from the box, I suppose. But why would you even box it if it's... Whatever, man. I suppose you could also do options there. But I just boxed it. Dying's not highlighted. It's a formatting. Now it's not being bitchy. The fuck? Oh, it's there too. Oh, that was 31. thinking how many extra lines being added by the format. Fuck up. Keep complaining about that addition. I don't know what it's about. I think that's verse format. Maybe I'll disable that then. Too annoying. Or on save. I don't want to have it on save anyway. I want to have FF. Is that verse mode or something? Just disable it. It's annoying. It's too annoying. Let's see. I'll probably stop at 12:30 and prepare for the interview. Oh my god, why is the music so loud? Stupid Isaac. There you go. There. And good. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. What was I doing? Right, we're gonna fix first mode. I think it's auto formatting on save for some reason. First mode. Yeah. Yeah, there you have it. We don't want that. That's annoying. And because I have the auto formatter anyway on space FF, format all buffer. And formatting shouldn't be done on save. You probably should format the entire project. Let's comment it out actually. Now we're gonna switch to the new config. So I'm actually managing my Emacs configuration with Nix, because you know, that's what you do. It's gonna take a while. Let's just continue refactoring them. Or not refactoring, but fixing warnings and errors. Oh, I closed the wrong one then. That's fine. Maybe we can do find and replace actually. Just do whatever. Box. I don't know. Box. State. Oh, no match. No match! What are you talking about? Oh. It doesn't like opening or something. Fuck. Do we need to escape? Just ignores that. Fuck. Apparently we're not gonna find a replace. You may do this though. Oh, we're already done. Honey. Okay, now we can reboot Emacs. That should have fixed it. I need to open up the checklist first. Twitch. Yeah. nice. And the other thing. Right, I need to increase font size. Should fix that. Look at that. Come on, man. Come on. I need to figure out how to do that with key presses. Ah. Oh, this is the wrong project. I need to go to Firewall. I hope I can finish the refactor today. Yeah, I probably can. We're going to it quite quickly. The refactor would make everything built again. What you call this? Yes, please update again. Thanks. So this is in Conquest, right? We were in the other module just now. Conquest state. Funny me. The game is about conquest. State with dying. Wait, it's still complaining about that. I don't know what's going on. What did I do? I didn't reload, did I? I did. I did. Okay. Oh, it's not really dying. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's the... Yeah, it's... dying. This is a planet. So we use the same spell. I think it was too soon. What the fuck? Oh, we're warning about the unused import ports now. That's new. This is colony. Right, we're building actually. Building colony management and whatever. Alright. It seems pretty obvious it's dying, but whatever. $2 sign. Oh. Uh, 23. This is a camera, right? Camera shrunk a lot. I have that entire zooming thing. It took a while to figure out. Pretty hard. Even Soning had some issues with that. I mean, it sounds so easy, but it involves logic. Logic is hard. We don't format on save anymore, but we still get those annoying warnings. This is the formatted. Already formatted. Okay. And don't. Found in the scope, not found in the scope. Use of undeclared type position. I have position. What are you talking about? I think it's like struct, right? Struct position. Click out. Oh, we didn't import geometry. Use geometry position. Oh, I see the problem. Right. Need to add create. Okay, that seems like a lot less being spit out on the rectangle. The fuck is rectangle? Did you also make rectangle? Yeah, I did. I don't like those inline uses anymore. I think it's just better to do everything at the top. In fact, I will move that chrono thing also. I do like those inline tests though. Inline module. Yeah, I need to do it like that then. Not found in the scope. Disk. Still the Yammert. There you go, disk. What the fuck? Does Rust have data kinds? Does it have type of functions? Does it have type families? Amazing type. Relational queries. There you have it. Apparently you have type families. Okay, that's cool. But that's not enough because you need to have data kinds as well. Maybe you can make it with 3. Oh, I can make it. If I have type families, I can make it. Oh, that's gonna be such a pain, but we can do it. Like, I wanna have numbers. Because then we can make like extensible vectors, for example. So what did it have? You couldn't define functor, I believe. Or maybe you can now. Couldn't back then. Nani? Nani? Well, there you have it. It's unfortunate that you... actually, wow. Oh, wow. What's the latest version? They have functor. An fmap. Functional traits for Rust. So where's the... Damn it. What was I looking at before then? Honey, what the fuck? Where was I? Additional trade, okay. Can't click anywhere. Oh my god. Does it export anything or something? What the fuck is going on? No, it does. Yeah. Let's go there. This is so weird. Like, the difference with Haskell is, like, even if you could do this, then the entire base system wouldn't depend on this kind of stuff. So you would still get, like, a completely different culture around the language. Because this is just in core in Haskell, right? Like, functor and applicative and monad. But I didn't even do applicative. What the fuck? How did they define monad without applicative? They didn't do applicative. Just ignore it. Fuck applicative. Who cares? Can I go to the latest version? No. Latest version doesn't export everything. Anything. It's weird. It doesn't exist on GitHub anyway. Maybe it's called functional instead. No, it doesn't exist. You deleted it? Oh, maybe he moved to functional traits Rust. GitLabs? It's gone. Well, it's kind of gone. I don't get what's going on. Explained badly. Did you do functor? That's the only thing that. I mean, it's the most general. So, yeah. Apparently, you can do it now. I'm thinking, yeah, you can just make everything immutable, and then it just works without too much troubles. Output. It's actually kind of cool. You can do it with boxed values as well. I would also can you define operators in Rust? You need to define it properly, right? You can't use fmap. You have to use the $signs. Otherwise, you're not real. Oh, you can. Make a library then. Let's implement functor as well. Functor applicative monad. Let's do it for maybe, let's do it for list, let's do it for... Spinning contain glossary for syntax, including operators of a symbol. Can I define my own? Operating, uploading. Oh, you can. Actually, I may want to do this. I wanna eat and have the pie. I wanna have Haskell and Rust. What other way to do that? Make the most general things ever. Which one do you need? You need to have functor, applicative, monad, traversable, foldable. That's about it. And based on that we can actually define lenses in an abstract way in Rust. Just like traversable is most important. Oh, you also need to have like contravariant functor maybe. And then, yeah, because you need to have that for pro functor. And then you can do lenses. It's gonna be a long time to do that. No, I'm gonna make my project build first, and then we're gonna make some powerful tools. Not functional even, it's just could probably depend on this though. I need to declare more instances. You can do it out of sight. Yeah, you can do it outside of. How does that work? If you declare it in another module as well, do you need to do everything inside the same? I imagine like if you create a new data you can implement a trait below that, but if you want to do it like as an orphan you can't. That'd be kind of annoying then, because then I need to do all the entire standard library. How big is it? Do you have like lists and whatever? Yeah, probably. Just go over all the data inside there. If there's no list inside the standard library, then you don't even have to implement that. Create standard. You have core and you have standard. Alright, and I keep this one as small as possible. You also need to implement functor for our strings, of course. They didn't do that, they just did maybe. Fuck. Because this is just a list of characters, right? Right? Just a list of characters. You can make a list out of it. Yeah, do you have it vector? Array. You deal with all this shit. And then it's actually useful. If you do it like this with just 3 implementation, that's ridiculous. You need to do everything. You probably already have like implemented map for most of these. Yeah, I would have mentioned it. FAC has a map. You just say fmap is equal to map. Done. Or not. This is the macro, right? Let's do that. This is one famous example that you can't express in types currently in most languages. You have predicates or something. You probably have a map, right? Yeah. Why do you have map? Where is it from? Mappable. Something. That'd be so annoying. Stand map. What the fuck's extend? That is like some kind of thread. Extend. Into iterator. Oh, so it makes an iterator out of it. It's return type maybe or something. Right, and then you have iterator, which can map. It's iterator. This is a mutable way of doing iteration. Okay. Yeah, there you have a map. Take a closer. Join some map. Why's my computer freezing? Open shit up. They actually probably can't use this though. That's unfortunate. But you can probably for Vector. Or any iterator. I doubt you can implement it for iterator in general. That would be good. What's going on, man? We'll do that later. We'll fix this first. We can do this. Actually fix this one already. And then we'll make rest equal to Haskell. Like the macro. Like the command. And use import. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's probably only used in a test or something. Oh, God damn it. Fine, you'll build your own little module. That's kind of annoying. No methods named OpenGL in type window settings. That's annoying too. Yeah, we'll give up on this for now. But I'll actually write it down as a best idea. I want to do that. I think it also teaches you a lot about how to do like how to do that memory management. Because, well, yeah, you'll just make everything immutable probably. But and we can do the parser combinators in a proper way. Well, not really, but that's actually a good reference point. So yeah, we do that 619 parser combinator course, except for Rust. That's kind of interesting. I'll add it to the stream idea. Use document. implement Ventor applicative monad reversible foldable Pro Ventor. With help of parser combinator. First three Pro Ventor for less length. It's kind of interesting applying those Haskell courses for Rust. We'll make the equation for sure. I believe this is possible, but you know, prove it. You know, prove it by writing code. Don't talk about out your ass. Do it. OpenGL. Yeah, let's look it up. Windows settings. This may be actually compiled. Or I mean piston window. Actually, I remember now. Like I did Rust before I did Haskell. Yeah, we don't have docs though. We don't have the latest docs. Google is probably sending me to the old docs. So, like settings. You don't know about it, huh? Yeah, it's piston window then. So from this language, I got the first experience of like if it compile it works, like and actually having it sort of be true, not really completely, but in the ball part of it, like much more than for example C# or Java. C# or Java, you're basically on your own. It's sort of compiled and maybe does things correctly. It's no longer OpenGL then. Option version. Huh. Maybe it's no longer a function. Maybe it's just an attribute. Title, get size. What do I do? OpenGL. Piston window API OpenGL. How the fuck do I get an API? OpenGL. From API version. I keep changing. So I'm doing piston with a new. Maybe it's just not working with piston window. Because I already give it the version and then do it again. Stupid. Maybe you can delete it. New. It looks like most of the shit is no longer in there. With like examples or something? We have like OpenGL. It's still doing that, okay. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream here early because I need to take a break. Well, we mostly got through it. I think there are like only the main module is left, which is basically a bunch of API changes, and it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Yeah, I have to take a break. So I will be back tomorrow probably. We'll finish this up then. Yeah, we'll finish this up first and then do something else after. So I need to prepare some bit more, but yeah. We got closer. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, see you guys tomorrow maybe.